Good morning, student. Today we continue our chapter number 7, directing. We are continuing discussion about the elements, and we are discussing about the last element, that is communication. We discuss about its meaning and element. The topic of today's video is about importance of communication. Importance, why the communication is important. देखो अगर अब communication नहीं रहता तो you never know what the demand of the top management and what are the problems of the subordinates, how you can overcome the obstacles. So communication is a necessary element before starting any task for the organization. Communication is one of the central aspects of the managerial activity. It has been estimated that a manager spends 90% of his time in communicating, reading, writing, listening, guiding, instructing, approving, and reminding. And effectiveness of a manager depends significantly on ability of communicate effectively with his superiors, subordinates, and external agencies such as bankers, suppliers, union, and government. So there are some importance of communication in the management. The first is act as a basis of coordination. Yes, it also it helps in coordination. Coordination का क्या मतलब हुआ? तालमेल बिठाने में. अगर आपका सामने वाले के साथ तालमेल नहीं है तब भी आप लोग जो हैं एक बिल्कुल भी coordinate नहीं कर सकते. For example, if we are looking the example of cricket team, everyone is interconnected or coordinated with each player, क्योंकि जब they are passing the ball तो जब तक उनका coordination नहीं होगा they can never do that. Okay, so यहाँ पर ये किस वजह से है? communication. अब वो communication sign language में भी हो सकता है, वो communication oral भी हो सकता है, written भी हो सकता है and verbal भी हो सकता है. Act as a basis of coordination. Communication of helps in coordination, provide coordination among departments, persons, and organizations. Such coordination provided by explaining about organizational goals. Help in smooth functioning of an enterprise. जब proper यहाँ पर coordination रहेगा, there is no one confusion about the work. So there is a smooth functioning. Okay. The next one, the third is smooth functioning is there. No obstacle will be there. Activity will be in a smooth run. All organization interaction depend on communication. The job of manager is to coordinate in the human and physical elements. When communication stop, organization actually ceased to exist. Act as a basis of decision making. Communication also help in decision making, because in meetings we are taking and giving the suggestions. We are discuss about the problems whatever the faced by the subordinates, and top management give them relief from that problems. So communication provides needed information for decision making. In its absence, it may not be possible for the manager to take any meaningful decision. Only on the basis of communication, the relevant information, one can take the right decision for the organization. The fourth point is that it brings efficiency in working. Yes, efficiency, because every matter is discussed, every problem is discussed, we sort out the better solution, being so many alternatives we have. So being an alternative, you choose the best one that increase the managerial efficiency of an organization. Now it promotes the correlation. It promotes cooperation and between the subordinates and the top management, and it also effective leadership, effective relationship between subordinates and top management. आप subordinates और top management के साथ क्या रहेगा इनका? Because proper communication is there, both cooperate with each other, both coordinate with each other, that will result to effective relationship between the subordinates and the top management. क्योंकि यहाँ पे coordination पूरा है, smooth functioning है, efficiency है work में. all these three elements in cooperation, all these four elements combining give the effective relationship between subordinates and subordinates in top management, because both are ready to solve the problems of each other. So that this kind they establish a effective leadership or effective relationship between them. The next is boost morale. Morale, that means when we communicate with each other, we give them suggestions when they're making some mistakes, we provide them new ideas, we provide them the essential resources, whatever they needed. So these kind of resources increase the morale of the employees. An efficient system of communication enables management to motivate, influence and satisfy the subordinates. Good communication assists the workers in their adjustment with the physical and social aspects of work. It improves the good human relation in the industry communication and perspective democratic pattern of the management. Communication helps in the boost morale of employees as well as managers. Now come to the next topic, that is kinds of communication. There are two types of communication. The first one is formal and another one is informal. You have to learn only the definition of this. There is no need to learn the importance and the features about this, because that is a deleted portion. यहाँ पे अब हमारे पास आ गया categories of communication, that is types. And communication has been divided into two parts. The first one is formal and other one is informal. Further, formal, that means which has a set lines of communication. Set, that means fixed line of communication. How to communicate with that means there is a 3 level. When the lower level is want to something, then he has to pass his information. That is the top. A is at the top management. That is a C, D, E and F, and G, H, I and J. D want to communicate with the H, then he has to follow the complete channel, and H give the feedback to them. Then top management pass, that is, this is the complete line when we follow. This is called the formal communication. In case of informal, when there is a management and someone is want to communicate without informing the A, that is called informal communication. When these both are communicate, these are called informal and this is called formal. When the complete channel of or line of communication is followed, that is called formal communication. Further, formal communication has been categorized in two parts. The first one is horizontal and other one is vertical. Vertical lines of communication and horizontal. वर्टिकल लाइन ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन इज दैट जहां पर एक के नीचे एक रहता है, यहाँ कम्युनिकेशन जो रहता है टॉप टू बॉटम और फीडबैक जो रहता है बॉटम टू टॉप. Horizontal, that means horizontal, and in this way when the same department is communicated with each other and they are talking in a they are exchange of their views in a complete positive manner. So vertical is non upward or downward. जैसे भी बताया upward और downward किसी तरीके से भी हो सकता है. Upward communication that to flow from relation from subordinates to superior, because there is a this position is known for superior and these are called subordinates. जब यहाँ से तो command आएगी, this is the command way and this is the feedback or any query. Okay? कोई भी query जाएगी वो कहाँ से जाएगी? Bottom to top. Command कहाँ से आएगी? Top to bottom. So this way. This is called vertical. Horizontal or lateral communication plays between one division. यहाँ पे same department के लोग ही आपस में बात करेंगे. This is called horizontal. For example, production manager को contact करना है अपने manufacturing और marketing से, so they have to be discuss the horizontal. The next one is about informal communication. यहाँ पर informal जो communication रहेगा, communication that takes place without following the formal lines. तो आपको पता है जहाँ बिल्कुल भी जैसे क्लास में आप लोग बात करते हो, इतना हल्ला गुल्ला शोर शराबा सब मचाते हो, तो ये किसका है? horizontal communication का example रहता है, because you are in same classroom, you are talking with the same classroom channel. So the formal lines, no formal lines of communication, no channel is formed. So informal system of communication is generally referred to the grapevine. Grapevine that means जैसे अंगूर के गुच्छे निकलते हैं इस तरीके से, कोई भी किसी से भी बात कर रहा है, यहाँ इंडिविजुअल है, ये इससे बात कर रहा है, ये इससे फिर फर्दर ये दोनों बात कर रहे हैं, तो इसमें ये क्या कहलाता है, ये एक बेल सी बन जाती है, गुचड़ मुचड़ सी, जिसको बोलते हैं ग्रेपवाइन, जैसे अंगूर की बेल बोलते हैं। सेम उसी तरीके से ये लोग बात करते हैं, लेकिन इसका सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक ये है कि इस सिचुएशन में हमारे रूमर्स ज्यादा फैलते हैं, अफवाहें ज्यादा फैलती हैं इस तरीके से, बिकॉज यहाँ पर कोई भी फिक्स बात नहीं होता, एवरीवन इज communicating and can mold the matter and mold the things according to their wish and choice. So इसमें सबसे बड़ा डिसएडवांटेज यही रहता है कि यहाँ पर जो है रूमर्स ज्यादा फैलते हैं। The informal communication arises of a need of employee to exchange their views which cannot be done through formal channels. Workers chit-chatting in canteen about the behavior of the superior, discussing about the rumors that some employees are likely to be transferred are some example of informal communication. जैसे कैंटीन में गए, रिसर्च टाइम में गए, वहां पर बैठ के अपने सुपीरियर्स की बुराई करी और ये बोल दिया अभी यहाँ तेरे को तो निकालने वाले हैं, तो इस तरीके के रूमर्स फैलते हैं, जबकि इस तरीके की कोई बात टॉप मैनेजमेंट ने करी ही नहीं होती। सो इनफॉर्मल का सबसे बड़ा यही ड्रॉबैक है। द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है हमारे यहाँ पर बैरियर्स, दैट इज द डिलीटेड पार्ट ऑफ योर सिलेबस। In 2021, this topic is not included. The next topic is how to overcome these barriers. This is also related. So this is the topics of today, and we had completed the chapter number 7. And in next video we going to start chapter number 8. So this is the topic of today. Bye bye.